It's 5 a.m. right now, and I have been waking up at this time almost every single day for the last 3 years.
This is what I think allowed me to ace my academics and to have a lot of fun at the same time. First, you might have this question: why should some person even bother waking up at 5 a.m.? And yeah, right, not everyone needs to wake up at 5 a.m., but I would say anyone who doesn't have complete time freedom would benefit from waking up early. Why? Because in order to achieve anything meaningful and to stand out, you need to work outside of this time allotted for your school or 9 to 5. And you are much more likely to get that hard, important task done, and much less likely to procrastinate and waste time if you schedule it for early in the morning rather than after a long and exhausting day at work, right? And once you wake up at 5 a.m. for long enough, despite it being hard, despite your eyes burning or your back aching, you still throw off your blankets and get to work anyway. You just feel like an overall badass. Someone who has taken life by its reins and is guiding it to where he wants it to be rather than just being taken along by the wind. Okay, so let's get to work. The number one problem people experience when they try to wake up early is that they hit the snooze button and doze off again. Well, there is one very simple, very elegant, very obvious solution to this problem, and that is to just keep your damn alarm away from your bed so that you need to walk a distance in order to turn it off. You just need to get awake enough in order for the voice of your conscience to start trapping you and shaming you for trying to go back to sleep. And once you walk 3 or 5 steps, you already lose a bit of sleep. So you might as well work now and sleep later if you absolutely have to. So if you just implement this and work on your discipline, then you wouldn't have any trouble waking up at 5 a.m. But that doesn't mean you'll wake up at 5 a.m. with a lot of energy that will enable you to focus in your work. In order to wake up at 5 a.m. with a lot of energy and vigor and the capacity to focus, you want to optimize your sleep. And having good sleep is less about what you do once you're in bed and more about what you do in the hours preceding it. You want to avoid any kind of bright light after about 6 p.m. So, in your devices, turn on the reading mode or the blue light filter after about 6 p.m. You can set a timer on it as well. And avoid anything that spikes your emotion too much after about 6 p.m. because in order to wake up at 5 a.m. with at least an hour's of sleep, you need to sleep by 9:30 at least. So yeah, at about 6 p.m. you want to avoid any kind of bright light and anything that spikes your emotion too much. And for most of us, that would be social media, right? And you also want to look at the sunset if you can, because that has been shown to reduce the negative impact of bright light on your sleep. The third tip is to develop a night routine. And night routine is something that is meant to stay consistent and signal to your body that it is time to sleep. The best thing you can do for your sleep is to go to bed at the same time every single day and wake up at the same time every single day. And once you develop a night routine, that just becomes a habit. A night routine should also be something that calms you down and relaxes you. For me, my night routine looks like saying goodnight to my family, turning off bright lights and turning on dim lights, then brushing my teeth and then journaling. For you, it might also involve prayer or a warm bath or a walk or a breathing technique. On the topic of breathing technique, there is one that really calms you down. It's called a physiological sigh, and so far as I know, and according to Andrew Huberman, it is the fastest thing that can shift your nervous system from a state of alertness to a state of deep relaxation. How you do this is by taking a deep breath, and once your lungs are almost full, take one more short inhalation and then exhale it all out slowly through your mouth. It will look like congrats, now you have reached the end of the video. Now you know everything you need to know in order to wake up at 5 am every single day. Now you just got to execute. If you got any value from this video, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button and like the video. And with that, I'll see you at the top. Bye.